Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing well. So today's pick a card is going to be just an energy check-in, just because I feel like right now all of us are going through a very, I don't even know how to explain the energy. I feel like it's kind of like a lot of trying to find discernment in like where you want to go, but you're also leaving behind like a whole way of being or a whole way of doing things. So there's a lot of like not knowing how to interpret the energy. It's like we're on a new wave, we don't know how to ride the wave, and so there's a little bit of confusion, a little bit of disorientation in some kind or in some way for many of us in either in one area of our life or in many areas of our lives. So that is what this reading is going to be about. So we have option number 1, option number 2, and option number 3. This is just an energy check-in. What is unfolding in your life? Remember that these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. With that being said, all my information is always in the description box below. And let's get started. There we go. I said that right. Let's get started. Option number 1. Okay, so option number 1. What's going on with option number 1? Earth Angel. Okay, a helpful hand. Nemesis. Surrenders. She who surrenders. Boundaries. Okay. A lot of inner work so far, what I'm seeing here, pile number 1. I feel like for you guys right now, energetically, there's a lot going on internal. This feels very, very internal. This feels like you're trying to find a way to unchain yourself, okay, to release yourself from something that has been keeping you restricted, from something that has been keeping you from growing or from expanding in your life. Okay, for many of you, I do feel like right now during this energy shift, what it is unfolding for you, it's the fact that you're starting to see that you have outgrown something, that something feels too small for you. Something feels like it's not comfortable anymore. And the energy that I'm getting here is like it used to feel comfortable, it used to be helpful in some way, it brought me some type of reassurance, some type of warmth, but now it's just made me a little bit of bitter, a little bit of resentful here. Okay, and I feel like it has kept me in an energy of restriction. And so I feel like right now what's going on and what's unfolding for you, it's the fact that you're being called to move in a new direction. You're actually being called to explore new land, new territory, to let go of that which you once held near and dear to you. Okay, and I also feel here like you're allowing the cards to fall where they may and allowing things to unfold the way that they should. I feel like you're no longer trying to control an outcome of something here. And I feel for many of you, you're actually seeing how spirit is actually helping you with the helpful hand, or you might be seeing that people around you might actually be bringing you these messages, reassuring you of what you are feeling. This feels like you're sensing a lot of external validation to what you are feeling internally. For a lot of you, I do feel as well that during this shift, what is unfolding for you is also this energy of like there's boundaries that I need to set with certain people. Okay, like there are certain things in my life that I have let them kind of take a hold of me, or I had let them walk all over me, for a lack of a better term. And I feel like you're no longer allowing that situation to continue. You're putting your foot down and you're actually saying enough is enough. And I feel like you're just bringing, and that's going to bring in, but you're also bringing a sense of justice to yourself. Okay, and I feel like you're no longer relying on anybody else for reassurance, but you're actually relying on your own reassurance and your own intuition to make the decision that you're about to make. Because I feel like with the number 12 here, this is bringing me back to the Hanged Man. And so the Hanged Man is ruled by Pisces. Pisces is ruled by Neptune. So Neptune is a very the energy of Neptune is very foggy. Okay, it's all about universal love. It's the higher octave of Venus, right? But it can also be very hard to discern. It could also, we can lose touch with reality with the energy of Neptune. And so I feel for a lot of you, whatever it is that you have been allowing to restrict you in your life has kept you in this bubble. And for some of you, I do feel like it has served a purpose in the past, but you're starting to see that actually now it's actually hindering you. And so you're making changes to that. Okay. And for others of you, you have been seeing how it has been stalling you. It has been keeping you in this energy of limbo, this energy of not knowing where you stand. And I feel like you're no longer wanting to be in that energy anymore. Okay, so we have here comfort, forgiveness, support. Yeah, like I said, many of you are leaving your comfort zone. You're leaving it. Again, you're leaving what once felt safe for you. And this energy is actually pushing you out of that comfort zone. This energy is actually getting you to be more flexible and more adaptable and stepping into your personal power. Okay, and for a lot of you, it's like I'm being drawn to, at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Eight of Wands. And so it's very interesting, this card here, because we have a little witch who has 8 wands up in the air. She doesn't know if these 8 wands are going to land in her favor. She doesn't know in what direction these 8 wands are going to go, right? But she's trying to take control of the situation. And so for a lot of you, I feel like it's okay if I cause a tornado. It's okay if I cause a little bit of chaos, but I'm no longer staying where I feel restricted or where I'm not being supported to grow or to move in a new direction, right? And for a lot of you, this is literally your guide stepping in, okay, bringing you messages from past loved ones, from your ancestors, telling you that it's time for you to move in a different direction. And for a lot of you, I'm hearing like music, you keep getting the same type of messages through music. Yeah, amethyst. For a lot of you, work with amethyst. If you have amethyst with you, if you don't, you can definitely look up an image. I do this all the time. If I don't have a crystal, I put the crystals, the image of the crystal as my wallpaper, and it works fine. I'm still calling in the energy. So don't, do not worry about spending if you don't have the means. But it's all about self here. Behavioral patterns. For a lot of you, you're starting to see how your behavioral patterns have limited you, right? And these are patterns from your past. These are patterns that are ready to be released. These may be patterns that you have been carrying over from, your loved ones, growing up, maybe from a parent, right? Because also Neptune is a lot of self-sacrificing, and Neptune also deals with addictions and not wanting to, it about denial, right? And so maybe there has been something that you have been denying, and so this energy shift is taking you out of that and allowing you to see it with clarity so that you can release it and that you can grow. Because I feel like you're starting to see that there's just like, I'm being shown a person taking off the blindfold here. So this is telling me that you're starting to see, you're starting to accept things that you wouldn't have accepted in the past. Yeah, the moon energy. Speaking of Pisces energy, this could have unfolded for many of you during the last new moon that we had in Leo. But again, this energy of not knowing, stepping into the unknown. You're starting to see that maybe your reflection of what you were seeing externally is not what is the reality. Like, it's not matching. Okay, because for many of you, what has held you in this area of comfort and of safety is your own fears, your own anxieties. And so you're starting to see that they're not founded in reality. So you're starting to kind of step more into this new energy, this new adventure. I lost the word. Yeah, 7 of Cups. Again, that Neptunian energy. Confusion, not knowing. For a lot of you, you're having a hard time discerning. For a lot of you, maybe you thought that you didn't have options, and now you're starting to see that you do. You have options, that you don't have to stay where you're at. Yeah, and so you're stepping into this energy of determination. Yeah, and you're embracing the divine mystery, and that's the whole thing, right? We're seeing with the moon, with the Seven of Cups. It's like you're stepping into the unknown, and this is you're seeing it more as an adventure instead of looking at it as something that you should be afraid of. And you're like ready to witness the wonders that the world has to offer you. For a lot of you, this has to do with your psychic senses, and it's because you've gone through some type of an awakening. Your psychic abilities have enhanced in some way, and so you're trusting that more. Okay. And then we have serve with love. Yeah, for many of you, I feel like you are just moving in a direction that feels loving to you, because I feel like where you're at, that's the thing. Like pile number one, it just feels like where I'm at here, it's not comfortable. And so again, it felt comfortable once. It once was my security blanket, but it no longer is. And so you're stepping into something that feels more authentic to you. Something that will allow you to grow, that will allow you to explore, to branch out, and to stay determined in what you love. And I feel like that's what's unfolding for you now. It's all about personal power and courage. A lot of like sacral chakra here for pile number one. Also, what is unfolding here for you guys is the sense of nourishing yourself, of doing what feels good for you, even if that means leaving behind your comfort zone and leaving behind what once was familiar. Try to say that 10 times. Well, okay, so that is what I have for you guys. I hope it resonated. If it did, hit that like button, subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye. So pile number two, let's see what's unfolding for you guys. What's going on? What's the energetic check-in for you guys? Let's see. Enlightenment, rising up. Okay. Curiosity. Resilience. Number 21 is making me think of the World card. Orange, creativity and change. And gifts and review, past life. Okay. So pile number two, what's going on with you guys energetically? So I do feel like you guys are being faced with a lot of resistance, okay? I feel like for you guys, pile number two, there is this sense of you're trying to do something, or you're starting to see that whatever is not in alignment with your destiny, you're meeting with a lot of resistance. Spirit, you're receiving a lot of pushback here. A lot of pushback from Spirit, okay? To not go in a certain direction. Because I feel like you're not going towards your passion. And the reason why I'm saying this is because of the orange here, but also because she's reaching for the red flower, and she has red flower on her neck, or on her shoulder, if you will. So to me, red talks about passion. So I feel here that Spirit is no longer allowing you to go in a direction that it's not serving, first of all, your destiny, your life purpose. And if it's not in alignment with your passions, like Spirit is not going to allow you to play that game anymore. Spirit is not going to allow you to distract yourself in that way anymore. I feel like you're being enlightened. I feel like you're being asked to level up, to rise up, to become the leader of your life, to not be afraid of making the changes that you need to make, to not be afraid of going for in search of your destiny, if that is what is required of you. Okay, pile number two. I feel like you're afraid of if you can carry the load. I feel like you're afraid if you can make it. I feel like there's a lot of doubt. There's a lot of hesitancy. And what if I fail? What if I, do not get to the top? What if everything falls before I even get there? The thing is, Pile number 2 is that this is your life purpose. You're meant to go in a certain direction. And when you're meant to go in a certain direction, Spirit is not going to let you fall on your face. For sure. Because what is yours is yours. And you have to believe that. For a lot of you, I don't know why, I just barely noticed this female here it has very short hair, and I just heard someone is losing hair because of all the anxiety or stress that they're feeling. And for pile number 2, I do feel as well energetically, there is a lot of changes going on, a lot of changes, and I feel like the best way to deal with these changes is through being creative, not through resistance, not through being stubborn, but actually being curious, okay, and being creative. Stay in this energy of mindfulness, stay in this energy of being present, of what is going on. Be curious about it, right? Be like, oh, I wonder why I'm being led this way. Okay, do not start questioning things, but not in a, because questioning things is good, but not in a way where you're just like being stubborn about it, is what I'm getting here. Okay, because I feel like for a lot of you, you're reviewing a lot of things here. Okay, and I feel like that might be with the changes. You're trying to kind of connect the dots in some way. And the thing is, the path that Spirit takes you on is not always going to be linear. A lot of people think it's linear and it's a one-way highway thing, and it's not. It's not, you have to be ready to make twists and turns, go up and then go down, go left and then go right, and then make a U-turn wherever you need to make it. That's the way it goes. It's a circular thing. Okay? And I feel for a lot of you, you're so concerned with the details about these changes or about why you're feeling curious to go a different path. And Spirit is telling you, no. Because where they're taking you is somewhere where you can develop your gifts, is somewhere where you belong, and there's a lot of rewards for you there. Okay, but you need to trust in the changes. You need to trust in what is going on. For a lot of you, have a lot of anxiety with the Passiflora, I believe it's called, Passiflor. We have the 8 of Pentacles. For some of you, it has to do with something that is creative, literally with the 8 of Swords. Okay, so 8 of Swords definitely is about anxiety. It's about restricting yourself with your thoughts, with your beliefs, with your ideas. Again, getting caught up in the details, thinking that you're stuck when you're not. It's just your perspective about it. But with the 8 of Pentacles is a card where you're working on your craft. This is my entrepreneur card. This is usually someone who works from home, okay? Someone who turns a hobby into a job, someone who is very skilled, someone who is putting a lot of hard work, determination into something. Right? We're putting in a lot of effort to make something work. The 3 of Swords. Yeah, and a lot of you, like I said, you're afraid of getting hurt. You're afraid of failing. You're afraid of a lot of things. Maybe letting people down. Maybe you're afraid of you yourself getting hurt. Heart song. Yeah, for a lot of you, maybe you feel like you listened to your heart in the past and it's let you down in some way. But Spirit is telling you during this energy shift, what's unfolding for you, listen to your heart. Okay, stop and listen. For a lot of you, you try to distract yourself with work. Where are you feeling these empty spaces? Where are you being called where you can shine? But maybe you're afraid to go there. And because of anxiety. Exactly. Like I said. Because of anxiety. A lot of you are not wanting to do something. You're not wanting to go towards this change. You're not wanting to be curious. You're not wanting to open your heart. Listen to your heart. You're not wanting to level up. You're not wanting to rise because you're afraid. And I get it. Sometimes we go through difficult things. But we need to trust. Okay, we need to trust at some point. We can't live our life like that. And I say that with the utmost love and respect, with whatever you've gone through. Joy and love. So what's coming for you, what's unfolding, is a lot of joy and a lot of love, a lot of heart healing, okay? A lot of enjoying what you do, living in the moment, being curious, being open, letting the resistance go, being creative, allowing change to happen for you. Connect with the angels. For a lot of you, you're connecting back with your spirituality. Maybe you weren't, you know, maybe you disconnected in some point, or maybe because of the trials and tribulations that you've been in the past, and now you're finally opening up again, you're trusting again. And then we have here bath. Yeah, salt baths, ocean healing, answers through meditation, a lot of detoxing, okay, a lot of releasing here for pile number 2. But I feel like you're ready for it. For some of you, you're stepping into a job that you love. You're working, you're taking up on something that you love, that maybe in the past you tried it, but it didn't work, and now you're revisiting. And for others of you, you're going in a total different direction here. And it's a creative path filled with a lot of love, a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a lot of enlightenment for you, and a lot of money. So that is what I have for pile number 2. If it resonated, hit that like button, subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye. So pile number 3. Let's see, pile number 3. What is unfolding for you? What is this energetic shift? Queen of Swords. Okay, we're starting off with the Queen of Swords. You might be an air sign. You might be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Secondary transits in water. Okay. And we have the Ace of Cups. Wow, you're thawing. You're thawing. It's melting. That rigid person that you used to be, that cold person, that calculated person, that person who thought things through, that person that always kept people at arm's length, that person who always kept themselves at a distance, that person who was very, very brutally honest, is now feeling again. And I say that with the utmost respect and love, you guys. I don't mean to, you know, disrespect anybody here, but I feel like you're finally letting love in. You know what song I'm hearing? That song from Kelly Clarkson, Miss Independent. Yeah, that song's coming up. So I don't know if you guys are falling in love or like what's going on, but I feel like those boundaries, those walls that you have put up, right? Because she is the Ice Queen, essentially, the Queen of Swords. I love the Queen of Swords. I'm a Libra, so I really love her. I vibe with her. But I feel like the Queen of Swords can also be very cold. You know, she can be, if she wants to. She can be very calculating. She can be very manipulative too. It's either her way or the highway. You know, these are her negative qualities. These are her lowest vibration. But she's very smart. And she's very, very direct. And she's very honest. And she's very witty. And she's very loyal as well. But here with the Ace of Cups, it's like these walls are coming down. Okay, these walls are coming down and you're allowing yourself to feel again. You're allowing love to come in, is what I'm picking up here. Pile number 3. Sacred space. Yeah, for a lot of you, you're allowing someone into your sacred space, which, let me tell you, to get in the Queen of Swords sacred space, that's not easy. That is not easy. This person, if this Queen of Swords allows you to get into her sacred space, this person really loves you and respects you and feels safe around you. Okay, because again, this queen keeps people at arm's length. And so I feel like for some of you, maybe this is someone who's allowing you into their space. Okay, maybe you are not the Queen of Swords, but maybe this is someone that you've softened up, that this person has a soft spot for you. You know, this person holds a lot of love for you. Or this could be you. that you're seeing things, and you're allowing yourself to feel, to make decisions not only with your head but also with your intuition. For a lot of you, disconnected from your emotions or from your heart because it was too much to handle, or there was a lot of betrayal there with your emotions. Okay, and so right now you might feel like all these emotions are bubbling up to the surface, and so it has you a little bit like this, a little bit loopy, and so you're just like, what's going on? Like, I didn't used to be this way. Again, I'm hearing that song Miss Independent by Kelly Clarkson. So it's kind of this energy of, you know, I was always independent. I was always doing things on my own. I always called the shots type of thing. But now I'm allowing my heart to speak to me, right? It's not mind over heart anymore. Now I'm learning to blend these two in. Being emotionally intelligent as well. And again, you know, either you're allowing someone into your sacred space or someone is allowing you into their sacred space, okay? Or you are also connecting back with your own sacred space, with your own sacred self. Wow. Destiny. Your destiny is to blossom, to shine, to transform to an ever greater light. And for many of you, you have, and you are. You know, you're on your way there to blossom and to shine because you're going through a transformation. I feel like, again, you were the king or the queen of swords up to this point because it is what got you to where you currently are. You know, I feel like you couldn't play games, or you couldn't kind of let your emotions decide your decisions, because or else you wouldn't get to where you are. You wouldn't be where you are, basically. And I feel like now you're starting to see that there's no need for that anymore. Okay, that there's no need for that. That now you need to kind of allow your heart and your emotions to take you to your next step on your journey. Yeah, and you're releasing fear, and that's the thing. Once you release fear, you're connecting to your emotions, because the Queen of Swords, essentially, she's very, yes, she is, like I said, she's a reputable person, and she's very honest, but I do feel that at the core of the Queen of Swords is because she's endured so much. If you guys know the story of the Queen of Swords, she's someone who's experienced it all, right? She's the widower, she's a divorcee, she's the one that has gone through everything. Could even be the single mother, could be, you know, all these things. And so because of everything that she has seen, that she has not only seen but experienced herself, she also puts her walls up out of fear, right? This thing of like, because I do believe that the Queen of Swords is gooey inside, but she keeps it very hidden. And so I feel like because you're releasing that, and because you've connected to your own sacred space, you're allowing yourself to embrace love, the energy of love, and not so much the energy of fear. Therefore, your walls are melting away, your barriers. Yeah, and you're going to radiate. Exactly. You're about to blossom. You're about to blossom because you're letting this identity go. And you're connecting with your intuition, like I said. You've gained the wisdom that you needed to gain from the Queen of Swords. And you're now developing your Ace of Cups. You're now developing your third eye. You're now tapping into the energy of oneness, of love, which will allow you to see clearly and hear your own truth, but also see spiritual truth. Wow. Yeah, you guys, you're ready to fly. You're ready to soar. You're ready to go to new heights. And it's because I feel like you've done a lot of the internal work, a lot of it. And so now you're daring, you know, you're daring to go, because you have this beautiful, unique energy here, pile number 3. You have the smartness, the integrity, the truthfulness, the ability to see, to communicate like the Queen of Swords, and yet you remain open, yet you remain connected to your emotions. And that is going to allow you to get far on your journey. And it's going to allow you to do amazing things and reach amazing heights. As long as you don't let fear hold you back. Yeah, again, what did I say? Because you have this beautiful connection like the Queen of Swords. You're able to formulate, to come up with the plan, right? You're able to see beyond the black and the white. You know that there's shades in between, that things aren't always just black and white. Again, because the ability that you have with the Ace of Cups, you're able to see through the veil. And that will allow you to release fear because you're holding on to faith. And you know that you're prepared because you've seen it all, you've experienced it all. And so you're determined, you're being courageous. Yeah, and yeah, you guys are about to soar, pile number 3. Wow. Yeah, but it's because also you've set your heart free. You've done a lot of work around your heart space. You've closed a cycle here with the 1 and 8 is 9. Sensuality. And the thing is, you've gained confidence in yourself, pile number 3. You gain confidence in who you are, what you have to offer, and what you can achieve. You've proven that to yourself. Yeah, you've gone through this period of transmutation, of purification. And now you're about to reap the rewards. It's like this fire has been ignited within you. Work with fire opal if you have it. But I feel like because you've been nurturing yourself, yeah, you're reaching new levels of light. New levels of light. You have ascended. You have your vibration is rising. Is rising really, really high. And there's a lot of hope. There's a lot of enlightenment. There's a lot of happiness here. Euphoria for pile number 3. If you've been dealing with something health-wise, I'm hearing it's going to improve because I'm seeing Archangel Raphael, and I'm also seeing chakra activation. So if you've been thinking about doing Reiki or getting a Reiki session, or if you've been thinking about getting Reiki certified or doing some type of energy healing, I'm hearing go ahead and do that. Yeah, I'm just hearing you're blossoming. You're about to blossom because of all the releasing that you have made, that you have done. Look at the determination in her eyes. I love it, pile number 3. So that is what I have for you guys. If it resonated, hit that like button, subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.